Welcome back to the FlipNerd.com REI Classroom, where experts from across the real estate investing industry teach you quick lessons to take your business to the next level. And now, let's meet today's expert host.
Hey, this is Gabriel Garcia from Florida Cash Home Buyers down in South Florida. And today I want to talk about how to stay afloat financially in your real estate business so you don't crash and burn.
This REI Classroom real estate lesson is sponsored by theinvestormachine.com, FlipNerd's private investor coaching program and your blueprint to investing success.
You know, I think it's a topic that really gets overlooked. It's not sexy, but you need to know it to run your business, because I don't know about you, I've run into financial problems in my business a lot, and when it happens, it sucks. I hate it. It's very, very, very painful, and it gets me nervous. It makes me feel like when you're going through financial problems, it puts you in a position of weakness rather than strength. So every time those things have happened, I've really stopped and really try to understand why those things have happened and what I can do to make sure that they don't happen again. So let's talk about it. So if you're wholesaling, when you're wholesaling, you know, the financial part of the business isn't as difficult as when you're rehabbing. For the fact of the matter is that you have cash flow coming in all the time. There's really not much money going out other than marketing and employees. In rehabs, you can have a ton of money going out, and you start have to putting money up to buy properties as well. So between the acquisition and the construction and multiple projects going on at once, it can really sink your ship quick if you don't have your finances dialed in. So for wholesaling, I mean, the most of the stuff that you really have to look at is you have to have a budget. I would say, you know, after every deal, look at, there's two books I would read here, and this goes whether you're wholesaling or rehabbing. Look at the book Profit First. Profit, like the actual you know, profit and loss, and then first. And look at the book Simple Numbers, Big Profits. And those two books are going to really give you a really good grasp of what you need financially. But you know, those books will also kind of help you explain, or you can talk to a CPA, where do you need to be at tax-wise from your gross profit? You should be looking at gross profit. So if you made gross profit, meaning, you know, you sold 5 wholesale deals for 20 a pop, you know, okay, you have 100,000, that's your gross profit. You know, you still have overhead expenses. So how much of your gross profit should you be budgeting for taxes, and how much should you be budgeting in a profit and reserve account, right? We create a separate tax account and we create a separate reserve account. Every time gross profit comes in, we budget a certain percentage for taxes, and we budget a certain percentage for profit and reserves. And what we do is we want to build our reserves big enough to a point where if our main account, our expense account, or operating account, where all the money flows through, gets low, we have reserves in our profit account to cover shortages. And eventually you want to get it big enough where you can start taking distributions out for yourself as a shareholder in your business. So that's pretty much the basic stuff for wholesaling. For rehabbing, you want to have a separate rehab account to operate your business. And you want to have some type of software like QuickBooks and a bookkeeper who can update, you know, your QuickBooks constantly. Because what's going to happen is, if you look at your account, the reason you want to have a separate account in your rehab account is you can look at your account one day and you say, oh, I have 20K in my account. You know, you cut out all these checks, and then all of a sudden, you know, 2 days you're overdrawn. And you're like, what? How in the world did that happen? What happens is a lot of times, you know, your contractors and stuff deposit your checks. Sometimes we've had contractors deposit checks months after we get this home. And you know, you look at, if you're looking at your bank balances on your bank account, it's gonna confuse you as to what your true bank balances are. So that's where you want to use a software like QuickBooks so you can see what your actual bank balance is, and you want the money going out of your rehab account so you don't confuse it with your operating account. So that way, you know, hey, this is what I have for my rehab and this is what I have for my operating. You want to separate them. Don't put them together. One of the things you want to do to stay afloat financially as well is forecast. Any deal that you get under contract, forecast what you're going to make when you're going to make that amount, when that money's coming in, and you should have some type of reporting mechanism in your business to know what's coming in and when. And you need to know what's going out and when, right? So if you're a marketing manager, or if you're planning to spend 20K this next month in marketing, your bank balance in your account shows you have 20K, and you don't have any money coming in for the next 2 months because all your closings got delayed. Well, you might want to reconsider spending that 20K, or you may want to take a draw out of your reserve account to cover that, right? So you want to have some type of system to know what's going out, when the money's coming in, so you can plan accordingly your expenses, and so you don't overspend or underspend. You want to have a bookkeeper, right? I mean, that's one of the first people you want to hire. When I talked about another training class about doubling your business, hiring the admin people, bookkeeper is also admin. You want to hire that as soon as possible. And the bookkeeper is going to keep your books up to date, so you can track what your gross profits are. You can do your forecasting, and you can track your actual balances on your rehab account, so you know what the actual balance is, not just what the bank says. Because if people don't deposit checks, it's not going to show. Other things you want to look at is reporting. You want to track. You want to have a monthly financial report that you want to look at once a month. We look at ours typically within a week, 2 weeks after the month. So for instance, like we're doing our financial meeting for January now, this next coming week, and we're going to look at our numbers for January. So we're going to see gross profit. We're going to see overhead expenses. We're going to look at our balance sheet. So we're going to look at a P&L report, which shows us that. We're going to look at a balance sheet report, which shows us, how many properties do we have in our books as far as asset goes, how many loans do we have on our liabilities, and you want to look at that so you can see if there's any problems there. You need to look at your balance sheet. Also tell you if you have any escrow deposits that are out. It'll tell you a lot of information about your business. You want to look at your cash flow statement. That's another one that we look at on a monthly basis. The cash flow statement will tell you how you did cash flow wise. If you have a rehab business, you can make $100,000 profit this month and you can have negative cash flow. It's very easy in this business to do that. And so you want to make sure that you have enough money in your reserve account to cover those negative cash flows when they happen. And you want to be aware of those cycles in your business. So those are the reports you want to look at. And that's pretty much it. I hope that this information is useful and that this will help you not to burn financially in your business.
Are you looking to change your life through real estate investing? If you're interested in either getting started or taking your business to the next level, please check out FlipNerd's private program at theinvestormachine.com. This is the most robust real estate investor coaching, networking, and mastermind on the planet, and designed for your success. If you're ready to roll up your sleeves, ready to take personal responsibility for your own success, and ready to dive into a world-class instructional coaching program that provides you step-by-step instruction to help you achieve financial freedom, then you should apply today. Spaces are limited and candidates are only considered after an application and interview process. Our 12-month investor program is unparalleled. Think you might be a fit? Learn more today at theinvestormachine.com. Please note, the views and opinions expressed by the individuals in this program do not necessarily reflect those of FlipNerd.com or any of its partners, advertisers, or affiliates. Please consult professionals before making any investment or tax decisions, as real estate investing can be risky. Are you a member yet of FlipNerd.com, the hottest real estate investing social community online? If not, you can join for free in less than 30 seconds and get access to hundreds of off-market deals, vendors in your market to help you in your business. And you can start networking with thousands of other investors just like you. Get your free account now at FlipNerd.com. Please check out the FlipNerd family of real estate investing shows, where you can access hundreds of expert interviews, quick tips, and lessons from leaders across the real estate investing industry. They're available at FlipNerd.com/shows, or simply search for FlipNerd in the iTunes Store.